Okay, he
Yeah.
is my principal. So if I say,
Object complement example.
I'm giving one second. So if I say he is my principal, then it will be something like he is my principal who has been working here since 2021. Who has been working here since 2021. So who has been working here since 2021 is working as our object complement here, which
It
is
is
also,
adjective plus.
yes, it is also adjective clause, which is also known as another name,
Non-defining relative clause.
relative clause. Exactly, correct.
Yeah.
Okay, Karthik, but that is also working as an object complement because that is giving us more information about the object. That is the principle. Okay,
Okay.
clear? Chaliye.
And what
So
is
any
verb complement or verb complement?
verb complement. Is there something called verb complement?
Oh, yesterday we discussed something.
Verb
Like,
complement. Okay.
yeah.
Give me 1 second. Let me see.
Like you said, for transitive verbs, we have a direct
Oh, okay.
As
For
for
transitive
intransitive
verbs, for intransitive verbs, we have verb complement. For example, he died in a ditch. He died in a ditch. Die is an intransitive verb because it never takes an object, right? You cannot say he died, then an object. It can never happen. So that intransitive verb in a ditch, where did he die, works as an adverb, giving us a complement about the verb. So it becomes our verb complement. Understood?
Infinitives is a prepositional phrase.
In a ditch is prepositional phrase that is working as a verb complement in this sentence. Understood? Complement is
Okay,
nothing.
so you're
It's
saying
just,
that
yeah.
some phrases or clauses act as complements sometimes.
Yes, obviously. It has to be a phrase, word, or clause. What is the meaning of complement? Subject complement, verb complement, object complement, kuch nahi. It just basically means that it is giving us some extra information about the subject or the verb or the object. Okay, so if a word gives us extra information about the subject or a verb, it will be known as subject complement, verb complement, or object complement, depending on what it is giving us information about. Understood, Karthik?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, and intransitive verbs. Why are we saying intransitive verbs? Because verbs like this, I died, so someone died in a ditch, died does not take a verb, so it does not take an object. So what does the verb take after it? It takes a complement. It tells us about the verb itself. Understood?
Ma'am, he died in a something you said. Is it a prepositional phrase or adverbial
Yes,
phrase?
it is. No, it is a prepositional phrase. Think about it. In a ditch, where did he die? It is telling us about where did he die? Understood?
But questions which starts with where are adverbs, no? Adverbs or adverbial
Maybe
phrase.
the prepositional phrase, the entire prepositional phrase is working as an adverb in the sentence, but it is definitely a prepositional phrase. Okay.
Okay.
And there was something that was called prepositional adverbial phrase, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Prepositional, that is what it is. Okay. Prepositional adverbial phrase. Because anything that starts with any preposition that starts, any phrase that starts with a preposition is always a prepositional phrase. Easiest way of remembering.
And it should also end with a noun.
And it should also end with a noun or pronoun, right? Absolutely correct. Okay. So I hope this is clear. What is complement, Karthik?
Okay, ma'am.
Chaliye. So welcome guys, Subhoshri, Sanjay, Praveen, Karthik. If you guys have any other doubts, you can ask or we will start. Is the previous class still going on?
No previous class, ma'am. Today it got cancelled.
Previous class. Chaliye. So let's start. Raji, I'm sending you the invite link. If you want, you can also join. I think Raji is very busy with the school work.
Causative verbs means is be also a causative verb?
Be is a positive verb. Let me
No,
see.
I'm asking is be a causative verb?
Passive positive. Let me check. Okay. What are
Causative means let, keep.
You know, we have not done positive verbs, and I have also not done positive verbs. Like, I don't know much about positive verbs. I know the basics, but not much. I don't think be is a positive verb.
Sometimes I get confused about the word being. How to use being, ma'am, exactly? Like,
Is being, see, being has lots of forms. He is
yeah,
being a very difficult person. If I say he is being a very difficult person, it is working as the main verb of the sentence. Okay,
it
is
is a
being.
it is talking about his behavior
Yes,
here.
he is being something. He is acting as something. Okay, and if I say being a person or being a man, how can you slap a woman, right? Being a man, again, he's being a man. All right.
Here,
What
being a
else?
what, ma'am?
You are being a. I can only think of
No,
slangs.
no.
You
You
are.
said that being a man, being a man, he slapped a woman. Here, being is what, subject or what?
Verb. Being a man is a verb. Being a man is the
But
entire
how
phrase.
can we? But how can we start a? How can we start a sentence with verb
We can
being a
start
man?
sentences. We can start sentences with present participle having a sharp. Forgot. We just discussed about this in the
Okay,
previous
okay, okay.
few classes.
It's a
Understood?
gerund you're saying.
No, no, not
It's a
gerund. It is
gerund
a
you're
present
saying.
participle. No, no, no. Present participle verb. I was actually distinguishing between gerunds and present participle verbs, and I explained this rule. So, for example, if I'll write three sentences, I'll write two sentences. Having a bath, I didn't want to go out, and man, didn't laugh. Okay. Look at these two sentences. In both of the sentences start with present participle forms, that is ing form, right? And it might look very much like a gerund, but it is most definitely not a gerund. It is rather a present participle. It is rather a verb. So, of course, we can understand that these are separate clauses, right? Having a bath is different clause. I didn't want to go out is a different clause. Now, the basic definition of clause is subject, verb plus verb. But you will see in this clause there is no subject. Okay, there is no subject. But the subject is implied. That is why we can consider this as a clause. Having a bath, the sentence basically means I having a bath, I didn't want to go out. Similarly, I being a man, I couldn't slap a woman. So although it might seem like it is a phrase, but it has a hidden I, a hidden subject. So basically having and being are both working as verbs, main verbs of this clause. So they are not gerunds. They are simply the present continuous form of the verb. Understood?
Can we
Ma'am, good morning.
reframe?
Good
Can we
morning. Good
reframe
morning,
this?
Abhay.
Can we
How are
reframe the
Yes,
you?
sentence, ma'am?
I am fine, Abhay. 1 second. We are just discussing a doubt. Reframing. I didn't want to go out
No.
because I had a bath.
Yeah, like that.
Yes, yes, definitely you can. But this is also a very commonly used structure of speaking or writing mostly. Not speaking, but mostly writing. Okay, this is a
Because
very
when
commonly
we
used structure.
reframe the structure, the sentence starts with the subject.
Yes, yes, definitely you can.
I.
Definitely you can. Yes, you can definitely start with
Okay,
the
okay.
subject I, but this is also absolutely correct. And here being is working as the main verb of the sentence. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you because you
Oh,
were
okay.
asking
Which
for
me,
the
ma'am?
uses of.
Meaning, ma'am?
I
Yes,
actually
meaning of what,
I
Abhay? The
never saw
sentence?
any.
Yes, Karthik?
Please
No,
explain,
no, no.
ma'am.
I was saying
Meaning,
that
ma'am.
I never saw a sentence
Second,
starting with a verb.
second sentence, meaning, ma'am.
Okay, I'll tell you, being a man, I couldn't slap a woman. मतलब एक मर्द होने के नाते या मर्द होने के वजह से मैं किसी औरत पर हाथ नहीं उठा सकता. Okay, या मैं नहीं उठा पाया. Okay, अभय.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and Karthik, yes, sentences can begin with verbs when the subject is kind of implied, it is not stated. So that is why I'm saying the basic definition of a clause is that it must have a subject and a verb. But here we can see that only the verb is present. The subject is not there. Still, we will call it a clause because the subject is implied. We know that the subject is there. It makes complete sense. Okay, Karthik. I hope this makes
Okay, ma'am.
sense. Okay. And what other uses of being do we have? Let me just see.
So only this.
No, there are lots of uses of being, you know. You're asking only these two uses?
Only these two ways, ma'am. How
No,
to
no, no.
use
There
being.
has to be more, okay? Because being is a very, very common verb that is used in a lot. It can also be used as a gerund, of
No,
course.
I'm asking.
Yes. Hello? Karthik, your voice is not
Yeah, yeah.
audible.
Okay. How to use, ma'am? Gerund? How to use as a gerund?
Okay,
No,
I
how to
think
use as
my
a gerund,
voice
ma'am.
is lagging. Now I understand. My voice is lagging for you. Okay, so how to use as a gerund? You can say something like, let me give you an example of gerund as being. You can say, do all actors like being famous? His clumsy caused the accident. His being clumsy caused the accident. So two examples are given here. You can see. Do you like being famous? Your being unfaithful our relationship. Okay. See, in both of these sentences, we have gerunds. Being is used as gerunds in both of these sentences. In the first sentence, you is the subject, like is the verb, and being famous. This is basically, do you like being famous? Again, subject complement, I think. Sorry, subject complement nahi hai, verb complement most probably. Okay, so whatever it is, being is working as a gerund here. Okay, being is working as a gerund here. Similarly, your being unfaithful ruined our relationship. So this shouldn't be your, this should be you being unfaithful. Okay, you being unfaithful ruined our relationship. So being, again, being is working as gerund here. Understood, Karthik?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, and other than this, it can also be used for another thing, that is, as a noun. Of course, we know human being. All right.
Yeah, yeah. Human being.
Yes, that is another way of using being, that is in the form of noun. I think these are a few uses that will get you by for being, at least.
Yes, ma'am. Like native speakers often use these words a lot.
Yes, why are you being so silly? If I say, why are you being so silly? Here, being is a verb after which we are adding an adjective. So silly, right? So silly is working as the subject complement. Understood, Kartik? Why are you being so silly? Or if I simply say, you are being silly. So again, being silly is, so silly is becoming the subject complement, and being is the main verb of the sentence. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Being can also be used in past participle form. So, being can be followed by a past participle. So it can be used in dinner is being cooked by my mother. So in the passive form, if you're using a past participle in the passive form, you can use being. Dinner is being cooked by my mother. The house is being repaired by the men. Okay, another use.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So on and so forth. Chali, so let's come back. Yes, Shweta, Poonam, guys, you can join. And we will start now. Chaliye. So today's topic is infinitives versus gerunds, right? Just once. Okay, so I hope my screen is visible, guys.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Chaliye. Okay. So till now we have discussed about infinitives and we have also discussed about gerunds, right? And we have actually looked at the uses of infinitives and gerunds in much details. बहुत अच्छे से हमने देखा है the uses, how they are being used as maybe subjects or objects, object complement, and how even infinitives are used as adverbs and adjectives, right? So हमने सब कुछ अच्छे से देख लिया है about infinitives and gerunds. Now we will compare them a little bit and see what are their similarities and differences. उनमें क्या क्या समानताएं हैं और उनमें क्या क्या difference है, right? So we will look at the first rule or the first set of qualities. So certain verbs can take either gerunds or infinitives as direct objects. In some cases, this results in no difference in meaning. क्या बोला जा रहा है अच्छे से समझने की कोशिश कीजिए. कुछ कुछ ऐसे वर्ब होते हैं जो कि डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट के लिए या तो इन्फिनिटिव को भी ले सकते हैं या फिर जेरेंड को भी ले सकते हैं और दोनों का मतलब सेम ही रहेगा. बोथ ऑफ देम will have the same meaning. So आप उनको interchangeably यूज कर सकते हैं. You can interchange the words and use them, right? So for example, look at these two sentences. I like to hike on the weekend. I like hiking on the weekend. In both of these sentences, they mean the same thing. They have the same meaning. The gerund hiking and the infinitive to hike both are meaning the same thing, right?
Ma'am, hike means?
Hike का मतलब पहाड़ चढ़ते हैं लोग, like out of what to say, because they want to kind of, right? So usually घूमने के लिए जाते हैं लोग पहाड़ों में and they go for hikes. पहाड़ चढ़ते हैं, उसको हम hiking बोलते हैं. All right.
And second, third form is same या different?
Increase, ma'am.
Trekking, yes, trekking. Okay.
Hike का second form और third form same है या different है ma'am?
These are same. These mean the same thing. Okay. So क्या हो रहा है देखिए. Yes, Abhay, do you have a question?
Ma'am, hike means increase, hike salary वगैरह like.
No, that is different. That is another. Yes, definitely, absolutely correct. उसका भी एक hike का दो मतलब हो सकता है. या तो going hiking, पहाड़ पर चढ़ना, पहाड़ पर चढ़ के गाना चल के उसको hiking बोल सकते हैं. या फिर salary बढ़ती है या कोई चीज बढ़ता है, usually salary से related होता है, उसको भी हम hiking बोलते हैं. Price hike भी बोल सकते हैं. Price में अगर बढ़ा हुआ है. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And
correct.
here meaning, ma'am, I like to hike on the weekend.
Right. यहाँ पे मतलब है पहाड़ चढ़ना. Okay, पहाड़ चढ़ना. Yes.
Okay.
Pahad in the sense not something that is a very high inclination, but more like walking. Okay, walking and going to the top of the hills. Alright, चलिए. So क्या हो क्या रहा है अच्छे से समझने की कोशिश कीजिए. I like to hike on the weekend. I like hiking on the weekend. पूरा same है sentence. एक में हम infinitive लगा रहे हैं, दूसरे में gerund. So क्या है difference क्या है? I is the subject in both of the sentences. Very simply put, I is the subject in both of the sentences. Verb क्या है हमारा? Main verb है like. दोनों का same verb है हमारा like. Okay. And इस verb का direct object है या तो to hike या फिर hiking. Okay. This is the direct object of the verb like. एक में हमारा infinitive है direct object, दूसरे में हमारा gerund है direct object. So what is being said is कि ये sentence और ये sentence दोनों का अर्थ बिल्कुल सेम है. Both the sentences mean the same thing. Whether we use infinitive or gerund, it does not matter. So certain verbs can take either gerunds or infinitives as their direct object. So like जो word है, जो verb है, ये एक ऐसा verb है जो या तो gerund भी ले सकता है या फिर infinitive भी ले सकता है और दोनों के लिए इसका same मतलब आएगा. दोनों के लिए इसका same मतलब आएगा. So I can say I like to eat a lot of cake. Okay, but I can also say I like eating a lot of cake. दोनों का मतलब same है. Okay, दोनों का मतलब बिल्कुल same है. Any question? Yes, Shima?
Ma'am, I can't see slide, ma'am. So please reshare.
Okay, sure, definitely. Take screenshots, guys. I'm resharing this screen. Take as many screenshots as you want. Give it a second, Shima, and it will come. Okay, can you see it?
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
So most welcome. So this is what is being said here. कि कुछ ऐसे verbs है. So what are the verbs here? Like, love, hate, prefer, prefer. Okay, so all of these verbs can take either infinitives or gerunds. उनके बाद ये डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट की तरह या तो इन्फिनेटिव भी ले सकते हैं या फिर gerund भी ले सकते हैं, एंड दोनों के लिए मतलब सेम होगा. both will have the same effect or the same meaning. So she loves to read, she loves reading. Both are correct, both have the same meaning. They hate to get bad news, they hate getting bad news. Both are again same meaning. Okay, and next is I prefer to go out on a Friday than to stay at home. I prefer to go out on a Friday than to stay at home. Again, यहाँ पे दो है actually. There are two gerunds and infinitives that are being changed. To go out is also an infinitive, right? And उसी का हम gerund बना रहे हैं, going out. This is what kind of verb? Yes, go out, going out. Yes, anyone? What kind of verb is this? No one. Phrasal verb, right? Phrasal verb. एक verb है, उसके साथ एक preposition है. Whenever there is a verb and a preposition put together, it is called a phrasal verb, right? And phrasal verbs can also be conjugated by just conjugating the verb of the phrasal verb. सिर्फ verb को change कर सकते हैं. So infinitive से gerund भी वैसे ही बनेगा. Go से ये बन गया going. Right, going out. So these are the four verbs: like, love, hate, prefer. Four verbs, very easy to remember: like, love, hate, and prefer. इन चार verbs के साथ या तो infinitive लगा सकते हैं या फिर gerund लगा सकते हैं. It doesn't matter. दोनों का मतलब बिल्कुल same रहेगा. Is this clear, guys? The first rule. Do you guys have any questions? बताइए. No questions? Okay, चलिए, let's go to the next part then. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay. So उसके बाद वाला rule क्या बोल रहा है हमें? It is telling us that in other instances, however, the meaning of the clause is significantly changed as a result. For instance, the verbs remember, forget, try, and stop can have both infinitives and gerunds as direct objects, but the meaning changes depending on which is used. So अभी तक हमने देखा कि चार हमने verbs देखे like, love, hate and prefer, और हम देख रहे हैं उसके बाद infinitive लगाएंगे तो भी same meaning आएगा, उसके बाद gerund लगाएंगे तो भी same meaning आएगा. पर अब हमें चार और verbs मिल रहे हैं जिसके पीछे हम या तो infinitive लगा सकते हैं या फिर gerund भी लगा सकते हैं, बट उनका मतलब बदल जाएगा. अगर मैंने infinitive लगाया तो एक मतलब आएगा, अगर मैंने gerund लगाया तो दूसरा मतलब आएगा. Okay, let's look at the verbs and the sentences and let's try to understand. Okay, देखिए left side में infinitive है, right side में gerund है हमारा. So first sentence से start करेंगे. Any questions till here? If you guys have any questions, please ask. So I remembered to close the window. I remembered to close the window. So I is the subject. Remembered is the verb. Close the window, to close our direct object. Okay, next again, I is the subject, remember is the verb, closing the window. Closing the window मतलब ये हो गया हमारा object, closing the window. Okay, so ये है हमारे दो sentences. अब दोनों में remember हमारा verb है, उसके बाद ही लग रहा है gerund या infinitive. बट जो पहला वाला सेंटेंस है I remembered to close the window and I remember closing the window, दोनों का मतलब अलग अलग है. पहले वाले का अर्थ क्या दिया गया है? I didn't forget to do it. दूसरे वाले का अर्थ क्या दिया है? I clearly recall it. अगर मैं हिंदी में आपको समझाऊं तो अगर पहला वाला मैं बोलूं infinitive के साथ I remembered to close the window, तो ये हिंदी में होगा कि मैंने याद करके खिड़की बंद कर दी. मैंने याद करके खिड़की बंद कर दी थी. Okay, this is infinitive. But if I say the same sentence using gerund, I remember closing the window, then इसका हिंदी का अर्थ क्या होगा? मुझे याद है कि मैंने खिड़की बंद किया था. Okay, मुझे याद है कि मैंने खिड़की बंद किया था. Two different meanings in two different sentences. Okay guys, so infinitive याद यूज कर रहे हैं या gerund यूज कर रहे हैं, इस पर डिपेंड करता है कि मतलब कैसे चेंज होगा. कौन से वर्ब को यूज करने पर ये होता है? Remember, forgot, try, stop. ये 4 वर्ब हमें दिए गए हैं. Remember, forgot, try and stop. इनके पीछे अगर gerund या infinitive लगाएंगे तो मतलब बदल जाता है. Again, let's look at the second example. I forgot to meet John earlier. I forgot to meet John earlier. And next is I forgot meeting John earlier. I forgot meeting John earlier. इस वाले सेंटेंस में क्या बोला जा रहा है हिंदी में कि मैं जॉन से मिलना भूल गई. मैं जॉन से मिलना भूल गई. सो मे बी मुझे मिलना था, मैं नहीं मिल पाई क्योंकि मैं भूल गई, राइट? सो मिलने का जो एक्शन था वो हुआ ही नहीं है इस सेंटेंस में. बट जो सेकंड सेंटेंस है, आई फॉरगॉट मीटिंग जॉन अर्लियर, आई फॉरगॉट मीटिंग जॉन अर्लियर, इसमें मीटिंग हुआ है, इसमें मैं जॉन से मिल चुकी हूँ, पर जो हमारा जो हमारी मुलाकात थी, जो हमारी मुलाकात थी वो मैं भूल गई. जो हमारी मुलाकात थी उसके बारे में मैं भूल गई. That is what is the this sentence is trying to say. I forgot meeting John earlier. This is the meaning when we are using a gerund. Is this clear, guys? Difference समझ में आ रहा है between infinitive and gerund? कोई doubts है? बताइए. Any questions? Okay, चलिए. Next we have try to get some rest. Try to get some rest. And next one is try getting some rest. Try getting some rest. So try to get some rest is attempt to do this. कोशिश कीजिए रेस्ट लेने की. Try to get some rest का हिंदी अनुवाद होगा कोशिश कीजिए थोड़ा रेस्ट लेने की, right? And try getting some rest. Try getting some rest का मतलब क्या है? Try this as a possible solution to a problem. So आप कोई प्रॉब्लम में हैं, आप कोई असुविधा में हैं, तब अगर मैं आपको बोलूं कि आप रेस्ट लेने की कोशिश कीजिए तो वो होगा try getting some rest. Okay, understood? यहाँ पर कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. There is no problem here. We are just simply giving an advice कि आप थोड़ा रेस्ट ले लीजिए या रेस्ट कर लीजिए. बट यहाँ पर हमें पता है कि वो इंसान प्रॉब्लम से जूझ रहा है, तब जाकर हम उसे बोल रहे हैं आप रेस्ट करने की कोशिश कीजिए. Okay, I hope this is clear. And the last one, I stopped to drink water before bed. I stopped to drink water before bed. And I stopped drinking water before bed. बहुत different meaning है. I stopped to drink water before bed का मतलब मैं रुककर थोड़ा पानी पी लिया बेड पर जाने से पहले या सोने जाने से पहले. Going to bed मतलब basically going for sleeping, right? So before I went to sleep, I had some water. मैं रुककर थोड़ा सा पानी पी लिया मैंने. Second जो sentence है, I stopped drinking water before bed, बहुत simple meaning है. मैंने सोने से पहले पानी पीना बंद कर दिया है. मैंने सोने से पहले पानी पीना बंद कर दिया है. So this is the difference. You can see कितना अलग है meaning, दोनों का कितना अलग है. Infinitive में meaning बिल्कुल अलग है, gerund में meaning बिल्कुल अलग है. Right? Is this rule clear, guys? बताइए. Any questions? Any doubts still here? Yes. How to use these verbs with infinitives and gerunds like, love, hate, and prefer. They are having the same meaning with infinitives and gerunds. And remember, forget, try, and stop. They have different meanings when depending on whether we are using infinitives or whether we are using gerunds. Right? Clear? Any doubts? Okay, chaliye. So now we will look at some verbs that can only go with gerunds, that can only be used with gerunds and not with infinitives. So क्या बोला जा रहा है कि कुछ ऐसे verbs है English language में, there are certain verbs in the English language which can only be used with gerunds. उनके बाद कभी भी infinitive लगेगा ही नहीं. उनका जो direct object है, उनका जो complement है, verb complement है, उसमें subject complement, object complement जो भी आप लगा रहे हैं, उसके बाद कभी भी infinitive नहीं आएगा, सिर्फ और सिर्फ gerund आएगा. So क्या है ये हमारे कुछ शब्द जो verbs है? The words are enjoy, fancy, discuss, dislike, finish, mind, suggest, recommend, keep, avoid, miss, despise, appreciate, delay, postpone, practice, consider, can't stand, can't help, risk, admit, deny, mention, imagine, tolerate, understand, involve, complete, report, anticipate, and recall. ये सारे हमारे verbs हैं जिनके बाद हमेशा सिर्फ gerund ही लगते हैं, कभी भी infinitive नहीं लगते. Right? So we will do them one by one. थोड़ा सा sentence forming करने की कोशिश करते हैं आज, because we have a lot of verbs here. Yes, Shweta, do you have a question? I can see your hand is up.
Yes, ma'am. There is one word more, ma'am. Start. When we use start, then
Definitely. Shweta, बिल्कुल हो सकता है. These are not. This is not an exhaustive list. इसके अलावा भी हो सकता है. These are some common verbs. Okay. इसके अलावा भी बहुत सारे ऐसे verbs हैं जिनमें हम सिर्फ और सिर्फ gerund लगाते हैं, infinitive नहीं लगा सकते. Okay. चलिए. So Shweta will only start today. बताइए Shweta. What sentence do you have with enjoy? With a gerund. Okay. You have to use with a gerund.
my friends enjoyed partying.
Enjoyed. My friends enjoyed party. But where is the gerund? Enjoyed के बाद gerund आना चाहिए. बताइए.
Means partying is not a verb.
Partying. Okay. Very nice. Absolutely correct. Absolutely. It is a gerund. My friends enjoyed partying. Absolutely correct. Very good, Shweta. Yes. Next, who wants to try?
Yes, ma'am.
Abhay? Yes.
I like eating mango.
I like eating mango. Very good. Abhay, like किस टाइप का verb है? इसके बाद हम infinitive लगा सकते हैं?
I like to.
Yes, I
yes,
like. लगा सकते हैं, right? I like to
Yes.
eat mango. And क्या meaning different हो जाएगा अगर gerund लगाएंगे और infinitive लगाएंगे? I like eating mango and I like to eat mango. अलग-अलग है मतलब या same है?
Meaning at same meaning, ma'am.
Right, exactly. Absolutely correct. Like, love, hate, and prefer, whether you use infinitive or gerund, will always have the same meaning. Very good, Abhay. Thank you so much. Chaliye, next, who wants to try? Any word you can choose from here. Fancy, discuss, dislike, finish, mind, suggest, recommend, keep, avoid, miss, despise, and appreciate. Despise मतलब hating. Okay, hate करना किसी चीज को बहुत ज्यादा hate करना उसको हम despise बोलते हैं. I despise you मतलब मैं तुमसे बहुत नफरत करती हूँ. मुझे तुम बिल्कुल भी पसंद नहीं हो. Right? चलिए, who else wants to try? बताइए. पूनम, दीपाली, शीमा, शुभोश्री, संजय, प्रवीण, try कीजिए. Yes, दीपाली बताइए. Yes.
Ma'am, I dislike living in high-rise building.
I like eating mango.
I dislike living. Okay, very good. Living in high-rise buildings. Very good. Absolutely correct. Absolutely
Okay,
correct.
ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Very good.
what is the meaning of I fancy seeing a film tonight? That means
Fancy. I like. Fancy का मतलब like है और कुछ नहीं. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
So, okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
You want
may I
to make
tell?
another sentence, Dipali?
No, ma'am. I thought this fancy will also go with the same sentence.
I fancy living. Yes, it can. I fancy living in high-rise buildings. If I say it means I like living in high-rise buildings. Just opposite.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Shima, बताइए.
Yeah, ma'am. I despise watching horror movie.
Watching horror movies. Very good. Very good. Absolutely correct, Shima. Yes.
Thank you.
Next, who else wants to try? बताइए.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I miss going to party.
I miss going to parties. Very good, Abhay. Absolutely correct. Very good. Very good. See, all of these verbs, अगर आप try भी करेंगे तो आप इनके साथ infinitive नहीं लगा सकते. I miss to going to parties. Not possible. I despise to watching horror movies. Yeah, to watch horror movies. Not possible, right? All of these will only be used with gerunds. इनका direct object हमेशा gerund ही होगा. Okay. Very good. Very good. Anyone else who wants to try? बताइए. Sanjay, Praveen, Shweta, Shubhoshri. Try कीजिए. Shweta, yes.
I recommend my daughter playing football.
I recommended my daughter playing football. No. I recommended playing football to my daughter.
Sorry, ma'am.
I recommended playing football. Sorry. All right. Shweta. I recommended playing football to my daughter.
So, ma'am, here it won't be I recommend my daughter playing football.
Then it will be I recommend my daughter to play football. तो फिर वो infinitive बन जाएगा. I recommend my daughter to play football. क्यों? क्योंकि my daughter पहले आ गया. To play football क्या हो रहा है? Indirect object of my daughter हो रहा है. Understood? Shweta?
So, ma'am, here whatever we are doing in past tense, right? This sentence.
No. You can say I recommend playing football to my daughter. That can also be. But recommend के बाद आना चाहिए जरूर. All right.
Okay.
All right. Very good. Good try, Shweta.
So here
Ma'am,
I can also write, ma'am, I recommend playing football to my daughter.
Absolutely. You can. Okay.
Okay.
चलिए, ये शीमा बताइए.
Yeah. I suggest
Okay, I suggest
reading the storybook to my friend.
reading the. I suggest reading the story. My friend. I suggest नहीं है, like आपने suggest किया है, ये आप बोलना चाहते हैं, right, शीमा?
Yeah.
So I suggested, right? Past tense. I suggested reading the storybook to my friend. Okay, very good. Very good. Yes. Next. Anyone else who would like to try? So I hope ये clear है कि इन verbs के साथ सिर्फ और सिर्फ gerund लगेगा. इनके साथ infinitive नहीं लगा सकते. Yes. Any questions? Or any sentences? Yes. Shima?
It is important while speaking.
It is important while speaking as in?
जब हम इंग्लिश में बात करते हैं तो इनके साथ जेरेंड ही लगेगा. स्पीकिंग जब हम करते हैं तब इम्पोर्टेंट है कि यही लगना चाहिए.
Obviously, definitely. Very important, right? So just imagine I enjoyed living in France. I cannot say I enjoyed to live in France. Right? So obviously अगर आप ऐसे बोलेंगी और कोई someone who knows English या who is a native speaker or at least has been speaking from their childhood, they will automatically know that it is incorrect. Right? So उनके कान में लग जाएगा अचानक से. So this is very important that you remember that these verbs will only use gerunds. How will you remember? Of course, I cannot expect कि आप ये सारे verbs पकड़ के memorize करेंगे. It's very simple. आप हर एक से दो sentence बनाइए gerund के साथ. Take all the verbs, screenshot ले लीजिए. हर एक से आप दो sentence बनाइए. I enjoyed living in France. I enjoy eating mangoes. I enjoy going to the movies. 3 sentence बन गया हमारा. Like this, you make 3 sentences, 4 sentences for each verb. You will always remember it. You will never forget. Okay, Shima?
Okay, yeah, okay.
Very simple exercise, right? It's very simple.
And I think it is limited, not more words here.
No, more verbs are there. More verbs are there in the English language. Okay, just like I think someone said, Shweta said, start. Let's start going to parties now. Let's start living our lives now. Even that is a verb that only takes gerunds. But अगर आप इन verbs को अच्छे से practice करेंगे ना, I think you can do most of them. Like out of habit only you will say the correct version कि gerund बोलना है कि infinitive बोलना है. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
चलिए. So some other verbs that we have missed are delay, postpone, practice, consider, can't stand, can't help, and risk. So I think you all know the meanings of these verbs. So he delayed doing his taxes. Don't delay going to the mall. Let's postpone returning home for now. Let's practice singing the song. Let's practice going to the market every day or walking every day. Okay, so all of these verbs also come under the same rule. Next is admit, deny, mention, imagine, tolerate, understand, involve, complete, report, anticipate, and recall. So I think most of them you understand the meanings. Anticipate का मतलब है किसी चीज को expect करना, किसी चीज को guess करना. I anticipated arriving late. I anticipated that he will not be coming today. मैंने anticipate किया था, मैंने already expect किया था कि वो आज नहीं आएगा, guess किया था मैंने. Okay. Recall मतलब किसी चीज को याद करना. Tom recalled using his credit card at the store. Tom ने याद किया कि हाँ उसने credit card use किया था store में. Okay. I recalled cheating on my exam. Yes, Dipali?
Ma'am, it is necessary to use past form, reported, completed.
No. See, involves present form. उसके बाद I'm not getting any, but definitely you can. See, I'll make you a sentence. He admitted cheating on the test. I admit cheating on the test. मैं अगर अभी बोलूं, I'll say I admit cheating on the test. He denied committing the crime. He denies committing the crime. Okay. He mentioned going to the mall. He mentions working in the office. Okay, bilkul. You can use in present tense as well.
Okay, thank you.
So I hope these are clear. These verbs are clear. This rule is clear. No questions. Okay. Chaliye. So we will go to the next part. That is infinitives. Just like we looked at these verbs that only take gerunds after them and not infinitives. Similarly, we have some verbs that only take infinitives after them and not gerunds. Right? Kya verbs hai? Agree, ask, decide, plan, help, hope, learn, want, would like. Then promise, can afford, manage, prepare, demand, choose, offer, wait, would hate, would love. So you see love, hate, like, ये सारे हमारे ऐसे verbs थे जिनके साथ gerund भी लग सकता है, infinitive भी लग सकता है. But उनके पहले जैसे ही हमने एक modal would लगा दिया, उनके बाद सिर्फ और सिर्फ infinitive लगेगा. We cannot use gerund after would hate, would love. Seem, expect, intend, pretend, refuse. Intent मतलब intention से आता है. The word intent comes from the word intention. That I have the intention of doing this. We intend to visit you next spring. मतलब हमारी इच्छा है, हमारी intention है कि हम आपसे next spring में मिले. Pretend. Pretend का मतलब again comes from the word pretense. मतलब कोई चीज दिखाना जो कि actual में नहीं है. So he is pretending to be a thief. He is not a thief. तो वो pretend कर रहा है कि वो thief है. वो नहीं है चोर. So the child pretended to be a monster. Okay. Let's try and make some sentences, guys. Take screenshots, please, so that you can make sentences later as well. Chaliye, let's try and make some sentences with infinitives. यही verbs use करके infinitives में sentence बनाएंगे. चलिए, anyone who wants to start? Let's start with hope or learn or would like, would love, ask, help. So many words are there. बताइए. Yes, Shima.
Yeah. I plan to go out in the summer.
Very good. In this summer.
Yeah.
Absolutely correct. Very good, Shima. Absolutely correct. Yes. Next, anyone else? बताइए अभय. Try कीजिए. Promise, manage, decide. Yes, Dipali, Shweta. Try, guys.
I would love to learn English.
Very good. I would love to learn English. Absolutely correct. Very good sentence. Okay, Dipali. Yes, Shweta, बताइए.
I can't afford living luxurious life.
I can't afford. Okay, I can't
Afford to live
a
luxurious life.
luxurious.
Luxurious life.
बिल्कुल सही. Very good, Shweta. Really good sentence. Okay. I
Yes,
can't
ma'am,
afford to live a luxurious life.
I love to listen English news.
I love to listen to English songs.
News में.
News. Okay. Correct. बिल्कुल सही. But love again is a kind of verb Abhay, that can work with both infinitives and gerunds. Right? Infinitive के साथ भी हो सकता है, gerund के साथ भी हो सकता है. Okay.
Ma'am, somehow I managed to join the class.
Very good. Very good. Somehow I managed to join the class. Very good, Shweta. Yes. Next, Sanjay, would you like to make one?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Sanjay, बताइए.
I want to learn speak English, ma'am.
I want to learn to speak
I want to speak. Learn is
English.
necessary.
I want to learn to speak English. Very good. Very
If
good sentence.
we, ma'am, if we are not use or learn,
I want to learn. Okay, you can say I
I
want to
want to
speak
speak.
English.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
बिल्कुल, definitely. I want to speak English. Absolutely correct. Right, Sanjay? So all of these
Okay.
verbs, ये जितने भी verb आपको दिख रहे हैं क्रियाएं, इनके बाद to eat, to go, to speak ऐसे लगेगा. Right? Eating, sleeping, going
Yes,
नहीं
ma'am.
लगेगा. Very good. Very
Yes,
good,
ma'am.
Sanjay. Yes, next.
I hope to learn English well. Is it correct?
Okay, I hope to learn English well. Absolutely correct. Very good. Yes, next. Shweta?
I asked,
Dipali.
ma'am, I asked her to attend the party.
To attend the party. Very good. I asked her to attend the party is absolutely correct. Very good, Shweta. Dipali, next.
Yeah, ma'am. I have one.
Yes.
I am going to swimming. Yes, ma'am.
I am going to
I
swimming.
am going to swimming.
I am going for swimming is better, Abhay. And I am going
Okay.
for swimming में infinitive नहीं. I am
Okay,
going
okay.
for swimming में infinitive नहीं. Right? But the sentence is correct. Yes, Dipali बताइए.
Ma'am, I have one sentence.
Okay, Shima बताइए.
Yeah, I promise to visit.
I
Promise
promise
to visit tomorrow to him.
I promise to visit tomorrow to him. No. I promise to visit. क्या होगा sentence देखिए. I promise to visit him tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
This should be the sentence. I promise to visit him tomorrow. मैं कल उससे मिलूंगी. Promise.
Yeah, it's-
Right?
Yeah.
चलिए.
Promise.
Very
Is
good.
it-
Very good, Shima.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, is it right? They are planning to buy a bungalow by next summer.
We are planning to buy a bungalow by next summer. Absolutely correct. Very good sentence. Very good
Is
sentence.
it right?
Dipali.
No?
Absolutely
Okay.
correct. Okay. Very good. चलिए. Yes, शुभोश्री बताइए.
I would like to drink coffee tonight.
I would like to drink coffee tonight. बिल्कुल सही शुभोश्री. Very good. I would like to drink coffee tonight. And I would like to see you more, Shubhoshri.
Ma'am,
Yes. Yes. Yes, Abhay, बताइए.
I would like to meet you. I would like to meet you.
I would like to meet you. बिल्कुल correct, Abhay. Absolutely correct. Right? I would like to meet you.
Oh.
Very good.
Okay, ma'am.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Yes.
Ma'am, I have
Next.
one sentence.
Yes, Shima,
Yeah.
बताइए.
We are learning.
Shima, can you just 1 second? Wait a second.
Okay.
And let me just change this a little bit so that you can make some new sentences, right? Yes, चलिए. Yes, Shima, बताइए.
Yeah. We are learning to speak English.
We are learning to speak English. बिल्कुल सही. Okay, बिल्कुल सही. We are learning to speak English. Instead of saying we are learning to speak English, you can also say we are learning English, right? That is also correct.
Okay, ma'am.
Very good, Shima. Yes, anyone else who would like to try? With some other verbs, maybe expect, intend, pretend, refuse, demand, choose, offer, wait. We have some new verbs. Yes, बताइए. I demand to open the gates, right? He demanded to open the gates.
Ma'am, I
Yes.
want to go gym.
Okay, I want to go to the gym, right? Very good.
Yes,
Very
yes,
good. I want to go to the gym. बिल्कुल सही. Yes, next.
Ma'am, I want to try one, ma'am.
Yes, yes, Shima, बताइए.
Yeah. I intend
Intend
to get
get a job
a job in this year.
within this year. Okay, within this year.
Yeah.
आप बोल सकते हैं within this year. आप बोल सकते हैं by year end. Okay.
Ma'am, इधर
By-
intend लगेगा या intend ही लगेगा?
बिल्कुल इंटेंट लगेगा. I intend to get a job within this year or by year end. Okay. Very good sentence, Shima. Very good sentence.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Next, who wants to try?
मैम
बताइए.
इंटेंट
Abhay?
मीन्स प्रयास करना. इंटेंट मीन्स
Wish I.
Intent means yes, kind of like मेरा ये intention है, मैं ये करना चाहती हूँ. मैं इस साल के अंत तक एक जॉब जुगाड़ करना चाहती हूँ. ओके अबे.
ओके मैम. यस मैम.
Yes. Anyone else? बताइए. Pretend, refuse, थोड़ा difficult verb से try कीजिए. Nothing to worry about. Yes. Shubhoshri, would you like to try?
They pretended to buy, but
Didn't का क्या meaning?
didn't. Is
They
it right? Pretended to buy,
to buy, but
but
they
didn't.
didn't. Very good. बिल्कुल सही. Absolutely correct sentence. Very good sentence, Dipali. Okay.
Pretend का
Yes,
exact meaning क्या है?
pretend का अर्थ होता है नाटक करना. Okay. He pretended to be a nice guy. उसने नाटक किया एक अच्छा इंसान, एक अच्छा लड़का होने का. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Very good. Yes. चलिए मोहम्मद, I think you want to make a sentence. बताइए मोहम्मद.
He seemed to be a thief. He
Seemed
seemed to be a thief.
बहुत अच्छी. Very good sentence. Very good sentence मोहम्मद. He seemed to be a thief. Seemed मतलब ऐसा लगा हमें कि वो एक चोर है. Right? Very good मोहम्मद. Very good. Yes. Anyone else? Any other sentences? Any other questions? Any other doubts related to gerund or infinitive? Okay. चलिए. So, I hope gerund and gerund versus infinitives is pretty much clear to all of you. And gerund and infinitives के हमने सारे rules भी कर लिए हैं. So, any questions from gerunds or infinitives? Because we are done with gerunds and infinitives mostly. So, यहाँ पर देखिए कुछ verbs यहाँ पर दिए गए हैं जो हमने अभी अभी discuss किए हैं. The verbs are like, love, hate, prefer and being. Karthik was actually asking about being. So ये तीनों, sorry, begin, not being, begin. And ये पांचों जो verbs है, they can take either gerunds or infinitives and they will have the same meaning, right? Very simple. I like to play cricket. I like playing cricket. Both have the same meaning. I love to see elephants. I love seeing elephants. Both have the same meaning. I hate to go out in sunny weather. I hate going out in sunny weather. Again, has same meaning. I prefer to go by bus. I prefer going by bus. Same meaning, right? And the plant continues to grow. The plant continues growing. Again, same earth hai dono ka. And began. I began to clean my house. I began cleaning my house. Okay. Both are correct. Both have the same meaning. So ये जो हमारे कुछ verbs है, 6 verbs है यहाँ पर, they have the same meaning regardless of whether we are using infinitive with it or whether we are using gerunds with it. All right. चलिए, let's try with prefer, continue and begin. Any sentences with prefer, continue and begin? बताइए. Simple. Prefer, continue and begin. Who wants to try? बताइए. Yes. Dipali, Abhay, Shima. Any sentences? Yes, Shweta.
Continue नहीं करना है.
Continue, yes, आप continue use कर सकते हैं.
Ma'am, I prefer living in India.
Very good. I prefer living in India. इसको और एक तरीके से कैसे बोल सकते हैं? I prefer
To live in India.
to live in India. Very good. Very good. Absolutely correct. Yes. Next.
Ma'am,
Anyone else?
I prefer to go home by train.
By train. Very good, Abhay. इसको और एक तरीके से कैसे बोलेंगे अभय?
I prefer to go by train.
No. एक में हम to go बोल रहे हैं.
Yes, ma'am. I prefer to going home by train.
To नहीं आएगा. I prefer going home.
Going home by train. Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Very good, Abhay. I prefer going home by train. Anyone else? Yes, begin and continue. Shima, बताइए.
Yeah, I prefer
Okay, I prefer
to shop clothes.
shop clothes. Very nice. Okay,
Yeah.
another way of saying I prefer.
Yeah. I prefer shopping clothes.
Shopping clothes. Maybe online, right? Very
Yeah.
good. Very good, Shima. Yes. Any other sentences with continue or begin? I hope this is clear कि इनको हम कैसे interchangeably use कर सकते हैं. या तो infinitive भी लगा सकते हैं या फिर हम gerund भी लगा सकते हैं. दोनों का same अर्थ आएगा. Right? So, any other sentences, any doubts you can ask. Yes, Dipali?
Ma'am, I began to call my friends for play.
Call my friends to play. Okay.
To play. Yes.
Very good. I began to call my friends to play. And another way, I began
Calling my friends.
calling
to
my
play.
friends. Very good. Very good sentence. Okay, Dipali? Absolutely correct. Yes, any other sentences, guys? Okay. So, ये सारे verbs हमारे infinitives और gerunds दोनों को लेते हैं, right? And next we have some other verbs that give us different meaning. अगर infinitive लगाएंगे तो अलग मतलब आएगा, अगर gerund लगाएंगे तो अलग मतलब आएगा. ये भी हमने देखे हैं. Some that we have is stop, try, forget, I think remember, regret, quit, go on. Okay. So all of these verbs, if we use these verbs, they have different meanings. See, I stopped to smoke. I stopped to smoke and I stopped smoking. दोनों का अलग अलग अर्थ है. I stopped to smoke का मतलब ये होता है कि मैं रुककर मैंने स्मोक किया. मैंने रुका ताकि मैं स्मोक कर सकूं. And I stopped smoking इसका मतलब है कि मैंने स्मोक करना बंद कर दिया है. मैंने स्मोक करना बंद कर दिया है. एक में infinitive लग रहा है, अलग मतलब आ रहा है. एक में gerund लग रहा है, अलग मतलब आ रहा है. Right? Again, same thing. I tried to forget you at that time. मैंने कोशिश किया था तुम्हें भूल जाने की. उस समय मैंने कोशिश किया था तुम्हें भूल जाने की. But the second one you see, I tried forgetting you at that time. मैंने तुम्हें भूलने की कोशिश की थी. Okay, मैंने तुम्हें भूलने की कोशिश की थी. Two different meanings. So again, same thing is happening with forget. I forgot to attend my friend's birthday party. I forgot attending my friend's birthday party. पहले वाले का मतलब है मैं भूल गया attend करना. दूसरे वाले का मतलब है कि मैंने attend किया था वही मैं भूल गया. वो जो instance था कि मैंने attend किया था वो मैं भूल गया. मैंने attend किया था पर मैं भूल गया. Okay. Remember, again same thing. Regret, quit. See, quit. I quit to work here. I quit working here. I quit to work here. मतलब मैंने अपना पुराना जॉब छोड़ा ताकि मैं यहाँ पर काम कर सकूं. मैंने quit किया है ताकि मैं यहाँ पर काम कर सकूं. I quit to work here. I quit working here. मैंने यहाँ का काम छोड़ दिया है. मैंने यहाँ का काम छोड़ दिया है. Okay. Go on. देखिए. We went on to learn English and French. We went on learning English and French. We went on to learn English and French. इसका मतलब है कि इससे पहले हम कोई चीज सीखते थे. Maybe हिंदी सीख रहे थे. Right? हिंदी खत्म हो गया सीखना. उसके बाद हमने English और French सीखना शुरू किया. So इसको हम बोलेंगे he went on to learn English and French. Right?